Is it on mute?
Yeah?
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Are you fucking sure? You just cost me $7 million with that stupid fucking... You spent a lot of time at the Magic Castle?
What?
Because you're sure acting like a fucking magician. Poof! Gone! You dumb shits. Those were not the numbers we talked about.
No, they...
They were not the fucking numbers you were supposed to give them, you small brain cunts!
Ken, we can fix...
Oh, shut the fuck up! There's no fixing anything. You two. You're done. Get out!
Ken.
Ken.
Get out! Get out!
Is that how you prepare? Stare at the phone?
When game day comes, you gotta visualize.
Did you just equate what we do here in this office to what athletes do?
Just making sure everything's cool.
It's cool when I make it cool. Do anything last night?
Yeah, just stayed home, drank some wine with the lady, tweaked the deck a bit. You get it?
Don't know, haven't checked yet.
Yeah, you must have had a fun night then.
Mrs. Wolf and I went to this amazing club in WeHo. Real new, real hard to get in. I worked it though. Ladies got the touch.
Bet you do.
Hey, what up, guys?
Morning.
Morning. Where'd you park?
The usual. Where'd you park?
Downstairs, next to the elevator, in that reserved spot where the douchey Porsche usually parks.
That guy actually is a douchebag.
Not surprising. Powerful spot, though. You know, I might just come in here every weekend so that I can park there.
Don't even joke about that.
Well, the way things are going, your wish might come true.
Well, it's kind of weird, though, right? A little quiet on the weekend? Ooh, I'm gonna stock up on snacks in that VP's office.
Angela!
Or not. Getting close, huh? You want a coffee, water, snacks, or something? Gonna grab some.
No, I'm fine.
Sure?
Yeah. Thank you. It's an IT loaner.
I was gonna say, if you're having money problems, let me know. Nuh-uh.
What?
That's a strict no-no on these calls.
What?
The Wolfman is super particular when he's selling. No phones, because someone will always forget to silence it.
I can't just turn it off?
He has a sixth sense about these things. He'll freak if he even knows you have it on you, and you don't want that.
No phones.
Okay. I turn it off. I'll swallow it. I'll pocket it. How's he gonna know?
I'll tell him.
Is the Wi-Fi down?
And you need it?
Guess not.
Want to pat me down?
No.
Happy Sunday. Big day. Biggest we've ever had. Thomas Bradford, Mr. Bradford when you speak. Old British money, new powerhouse in China. Founder of Vicartech, new rival to Lenovo, TCL, Samsung. He's looking to establish a worldwide name through this partnership. A partnership with $32 million, 10 of that's hard cash coming straight to us. Now, Mr. Bradford is picky. He will not meet until the very end of negotiations after his team has everything in place to give it his stamp of approval. He's volatile, petulant. He will walk away from a deal if he doesn't like you or something you said. You can do that when you got fuck you money. Rules. No being late to a call. Don't talk too much. Fuck small talk jokes. Just get to the point. And that's all I know about him. More than most do, probably. He has a CFO handle all the media and anything else that put him in the spotlight. This is the first time anyone in this town has spoken to him. Because he doesn't do movies. His people tell us all that Hollywood schlock is beneath him. But he's on our hook for our movie. The only one that matters this summer. Now, this is the end of a long road for us. We do this $32 million deal today. The bean counters upstairs will know we're worth it. There'll be no doubt this department needs to exist. We don't close this deal, all our asses are gone. So, do your very best. And today will be the greatest day of your lives. Agenda? When we get to product placement, Garrett, I know you asked just to observe, but how about, just to get your feet wet, you go through the percentages on additional placement shots.
Seriously?
You up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for it. Is that...
Wouldn't a better fit be the projections for the global TVC reach, since that's what he's been helping out with? I can go through featurettes then?
Great. Placement, TVC.
Media and allocations?
Now, let's see how the kid does. If he's cool after that, maybe run through the spend. You know the numbers, right?
Memorized completely.
What I like to hear, divide and conquer. We may have a new dynamic duo on our hands. Huh. All right, then I'll bring it home with premier sponsorship. If nothing else sells him, that red carpet will. Take 10, don't be late.
Are you sure you're cool with me stepping in on some of these deal points? I mean,
No, it's fine.
Alright, all I wanted to know was what a sales call is actually like, so I don't want you to think that I'm trying to step in or anything.
No. It's one of the benefits of working for Ken. Gives you opportunities to make or break that are all yours.
So, I think it's true. If we don't get this, then we actually lose our jobs.
I've heard rumors that they're watching us closely, monitoring our computers, phone calls, everything.
They? Sorry, who's they?
Who else do you think? Those whose interests lie in making sure that all the departments are absolutely necessary. A few years ago, we had some huge promo partners. I set expectations really high. Those are movies that were, had a lot of heat going in. It turned out to be good. Last couple summers, the studios put out some shitty product, so partners are harder and harder to come by. we can't get the deals the execs think we should be getting, so they're watching us closely. I wouldn't worry about it, though. Ken always delivers.
He delivering on your thing?
I can't say.
Oh, come on. Well, that sounds promising. You saw him. You talked to him. Must have gone well.
So what are you looking for?
I know it's like blood in the water out there right now. And I don't want to be that guy, okay? I'm not that guy. People fuck up, they get let go, that's on them. So I just want to make it clear right from the start that I'm not trying to...
Sure.
Here's the thing. The past 2 years, working directly under you, it's taught me more than I could have ever imagined to learn. Right? I am so thankful for that. To you. For everything. But now I feel like I'm ready to go out on my own. Pitch the whole 9 yards. I just feel like we could accomplish so much more in this department if we divided and conquered.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve that director spot, Ken. Okay, I've been working my ass off. I've been building relationships. I'm ready to do this, okay? I want your confidence that you know that I can handle this on my own. That I'm ready for this. It's what I've been working for.
Listen, I know y'all been working your asses off out there, so...
I know, but the brunt of it has been me, okay? Look, Garrett, right, he can put together a good deck, but he's not selling. Angela, I know she's been wanting to take on more, but I've been handling all the international accounts by myself. I'm ready to handle the big deals alone, Ken. I can do this.
I hear you. Yeah. And, I agree. You become an integral part of the team, you know, everybody likes you. You've certainly been putting up with my shit for far too long. And you're dead right, you never had a better teacher.
Absolutely, I agree.
Well, you have to grovel a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I can push this through for you.
Thank you. It means...
Don't mention it. And don't make me regret it.
I won't.
I know you won't.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't well.
Well, shit, that's good. That's good news. Okay. Look, I'm really looking forward to be able to learn from you, you know?
Minutes away.
Yeah. See you out there.
Well, you have to grovel a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I can push this through for you.
You're sure you can recover everything?
Pretty sure, yeah. This one's a bit slower, but it's decent. It's also the only one we've got, so... And that's all of it. Should be good to go.
Thanks.
Maybe Monday?
No, I'm saying that they forgot to wipe it after Ken used it last week. It has all of his info on it. Notes for the reviews, what he was suggesting for raises, everything. No fucking raises, no bonuses, nothing. No, it's worse than that. He lied to me. He fucking lied right to my face. He said that he was gonna make this happen for me, and he fucking lied to me. He's gonna let me go. Yes. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? No, he says I'm fucking irresponsible. He says that he doesn't see a future for me, that I'm careless, that he doesn't think I live up to expectations. What do you want? Okay, no, look. After all the years that I've put in, this is how he treats me, okay? This is how he treats me. He doesn't see the fucking value in me. Look, my raises have never been great, okay? I've never been paid up to what I deserve. And the new guy, Garrett, he comes in less than 2 months ago. He makes more than me. You know what I should do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking walk in there. I'm gonna walk in there right now, and I'm gonna fucking quit. Fuck him over before the big call on Sunday. What do you want me to do? What, I'm just supposed to let him treat me like this? Is just let him use me knowing that he's gonna throw me away? Yeah. No, I won't. I know we don't. Not before. Okay. I love you too. Bye.
Time to do this thing. Ready?
Oh. I...
The number you dialed is not in service.
Sorry.
That's actually because you have to dial 9, and then 1, and then 1 again.
You've reached the conference bridge. Please dial your passcode, followed by the pound sign. Thank you. You will now be placed into conference. There are 2 participants on the line, including you.
Hello.
Mr. Bradford.
Speaking.
Mr. Bradford, Ken Wolfe here. It's a pleasure to finally speak to you.
Of course.
First off, let me say how wonderful it's been working with your team thus far. You put together a fantastic group over there.
Well, that's very kind of you.
How's China this time of year? I was there 18 months ago. A bit humid for my taste, but amazing people, great food.
It's rather comfortable.
Wonderful. Well, Mr. Bradford, I'd like to start off by going around the room and introducing you to my team, who I know you'll think the world of once this is done. As you know, I'm Ken Wolfe, EVP of Worldwide Partnerships. And then we have Tyler Foster, Sales Manager in my right hand. And then Garrett Jensen, new manager on our team. And of course, my other right hand, my assistant, Angela Walker, who set the call and will be taking notes. Anyone else on your end?
Just myself.
Oh, that's all we need. Shall we get started?
Yes, I must say, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, what we have here is the movie of the summer. It's projected to break all box office records. It's a 4-quadrant PG-13 picture with an A-list cast. Now, it's loaded with absolutely amazing action sequences that'll get your young male demo. It's got a great story, a real winner. And within all that is a love story for your females, of course. Now, above all, it's got international appeal because the filmmakers are shooting this all over the world. You know, we're going to New York, Indonesia, Australia, Germany, and, of course, China. And we'd love to get you on set where we're filming and see if
The
you'd like...
filmmaking process doesn't interest me very much, I'm afraid.
Understood, yeah. Honestly, it's pretty boring. A lot of waiting around. Plenty of snacks, though. Yeah, you're not missing much. So I gotta admit, I want to be truthful to you. Companies have been dying to partner up on this, especially in the electronics sector, because there's a lot of tech in this. And Thomas...
Mr. Bradford.
Mr. Bradford, apologies. They have been beating down my door, literally trying to get on board. But I've been holding them off because this is made for Vickertech. I've been doing this 20 years, I have never seen such an absolute perfect match of brand and franchise. Never in my life have I read a script and said, this is perfect. This is a layup, it truly is. Now, did you get the new draft from our lawyers?
Yes, I have it in front of me.
Great. Now, your product placement in this film will be unprecedented. Never before has there been such a seamless integration. You know, the filmmakers are looking for the latest and greatest TVs, phones, tablets. That's Vickertech. As soon as I pitched you to them, they ate it up. They said they could not do their film justice with anything less. So, they let me off my leash and made me promise to come back with you fully committed. And I can't let them down, Mr. Bradford, because they are in love with your product. They went absolutely gaga over those samples you sent over. Thank you for that.
My pleasure.
And I hope you're not expecting them back because those guys are literally attached to them.
Well, I'm glad to hear they were so appreciated.
So as we said, you're gonna have seamless integration and a lot of great screen time. People are gonna be walking out of the theater and running to buy anything with your logo on it. I mean, you could start selling towels and beer koozies, my man. You'll make a mint. So, there's this huge scene in Shanghai. An epic battle in the streets. There's a key moment between our main hero and the villain. It happens right in front of a storefront. Your storefront. It's gotta be. You load it up with your latest and greatest TVs, whatever you want, it's yours. And beyond that, we have placement for 4 other scenes.
Yes, it seems straightforward.
No questions? I'm happy to go into the...
No need. Continue.
Great. Okay, then I'd like to quickly talk additional placement shots we'll make good faith efforts to include. And I'm going to turn it over to Tyler to take you through them.
Mr. Bradford, Tyler Foster here. I'd like to echo Ken's thoughts about being able to speak with you today. It's truly a pleasure, sir. Now, for a verbal mention of the tablet's performance by a main character, there's a 10% spend credit. There's a 5% spend credit if the lead female is seen turning on the television in her apartment. And for the lead villain, when he is destroying the government headquarters, to not destroy the phone, but instead choose to take it with him and comment on its design, there's a 20% spend credit.
The last one seems like a bit of a long shot, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, you know, it might seem like that, but I know Gary, and we do dinner once a month. Yeah, I'll talk to him and tell him how important it would be for his character to take the phone. He's one of those method guys, you know?
I suppose. Shall we continue?
Absolutely. Right on to... Oh, this is what I'm most excited to talk about. We just secured this morning, and I wanted you to be the first to hear. For your TV spot, we locked Miles and Lily to be in it.
I see.
It's a huge get. I mean, the awareness on broadcast and online will be massive. Garrett?
So we went ahead and did projections on how much larger the global reach is going to be now that, as Ken mentioned, we have Miles and Lily attached. And before, we were looking at around 400 million, but now that Miles and Lily are in the spot, we're looking at a little over double that.
Mr. Bradford, apologies. Let me, can I put you on hold for a sec?
Of course.
What the hell was that? Those aren't the numbers.
I'm sorry, they are. No, okay, shit, they're last week's deck.
Why the fuck am I looking at an out-of-date deck, guys? Mr. Bradford, my sincerest apologies. Are we able to put you on hold for one moment more? One of our lawyers gave us some out-of-date information.
Ah, the lawyers.
Yeah, bane of everyone's existence. Just a sec. This cannot happen. Need I remind you, your jobs are on the line.
I have the right deck.
Print out the right deck.
I didn't print it.
All of you! Yes?
Okay, what do you need me to do?
You have the right deck.
Do you?
You think I fucked this up?
Hey, guys, it doesn't matter.
Look, I'm not the one that printed them.
But you're the one who sent it.
Guys!
Sure you didn't have too much wine
okay,
last
I got
night?
it. It's a pretty big file, so we should probably split it up. I can do 1 to 20. Tyler?
I can't connect the internet with this thing.
Okay, I can do 1 to 49. Angela?
Yeah, fine. Come on. Oh, you fucking spinning wheel.
It's going.
You sure it's the right deck?
It's right. I checked it. Printing?
I got it. I can go staple.
It'll go faster if we all do it.
So it's in this little shop on the second floor, right there in the Simsha Swede district. Of course, you gotta make your way through all the Indians bugging you saying Taylor, Taylor every couple of minutes, but Eddie's the best. Of course, I'm sure being so close, you probably have a Hong Kong Taylor.
Well, I don't, actually.
What? A guy like you doesn't have a tailor? I can't believe that.
Well, not Hong Kong. I mean, I had mine flown in from Italy.
Well, nothing beats a East Asian tailor, in my opinion.
Yes, but the Italians have such a way with fabric and stitching.
You want to talk stitching? Those little Asian hands? The tightest stitch you ever seen.
Perhaps.
Oh, look at that. The right numbers just walked through the door. Give me a sec.
Certainly.
Finally cracked that nut. Guess he's not the stickler everyone made him out to be.
Must be the Wolfman charm.
They all fall before it. All right. Let's make that the last fuck up. Hear me? And Garrett, do us a favor. Take us through the featurettes.
I think that was me.
You up for it?
Yeah, I can handle it.
Mr. Bradford, we're going to take you through the featurettes. Garrett.
Hi, Garrett again. We have 2 original featurettes. Each are going to be 2.5 minutes in length. And out of the total program spend, Vickertech shall commit 30%.
Plus or minus, to be clear, 5% of not the total program spend, but of the sponsorships, media buys, and the exclusive content portion.
Yes, of the 8 million, to be clear, thank you. We'll be going over premiere sponsorships and media buys in a few. Back to featurettes, though. We've been discussing with our crack content team, and we've come up with some really amazing prelim ideas. The first of which is going to be this very, very
An exclusive look for the fans at the making of the film, including interviews with the cast and crew and a BTS behind-the-scenes look at all of your products used in the feature. And then the second
is
will be
extremely exclusive. You'll be able to debut 4 weeks before the film's release a new featurette about the latest character joining the cast.
Withrow Sharp being played by the lovely and talented
Mr. Bradford.
Yes, I think we got cut off.
Apologies, yes, I think we cut off for a second. Are you on your cell?
No, I'm in my office.
Huh. I wonder if anyone else is on the call. Anyone dial in early? Lurking around out there? Hope the Chinese government isn't listening in.
I don't think.
No, of course not. Just a minor technical glitch. So as we were saying, you have two great featurettes, exclusive only to you, and one of the featurettes
Will be included as bonus material on the home video release in North America and also in the following international home video release
Mr. Bradford,
in China.
apologies again. Let me double check the territories list. It might have been updated this morning. What the fuck are you doing? Have you completely lost it? How dare you interrupt me? What's that matter? You got a fucking itch or something? You know, biggest deal we've ever had. Finally hitting this recluse, limey bastard out of his hole and on our hook, and you think it's a smart idea to interrupt me? What are you thinking? I mean, first the fucked up deck, what are you, drunk? I mean, it's just incompetence. What the fuck is it doing? Why is it doing that?
How do you like the deal now, Mr. Bradford? Now that you know the shit type of person you're dealing with.
Well, what it sounds like to me is that someone made a mistake and is being spoken to in a way that's appropriate to his behavior.
But he just talked shit about you. I mean, didn't you hear what he said? Aren't you offended? Hurt, pissed off? I mean, he's...
Mr. Bradford, give me a sec. I gotta deal with this employee. So that's how it's gonna be. After all the years of opportunity after opportunity that I gave you, you're gonna try to fuck up this deal. And for what?
You know, I started here as an intern. Thanks to you, I was hired on as a coordinator. I worked my ass off for you, and thanks to you, I was promoted to a manager. Never stopped working my ass off. And thanks to you, I make the same amount of money as a manager as I did when I was a coordinator. I should make $20,000 more as a manager. I deserve that. I should have known when you didn't fight for real raises for us that I was expendable. You know, the title that you give someone, the extra responsibility, that's really easy, isn't it, Ken? But the value behind that, the money that goes with it, to a company that makes billions of dollars a year, it's insignificant. Why didn't I go anywhere else? Why didn't I leave? Why didn't I just quit? Because I stupidly believed that you actually cared about me. That if I just continued to work hard for you, that you'd take care of me, that it would be all right. Now, after all these years, I find out that I'm getting let go.
What?
Yeah. That's right, I found your year-end review doc, Ken. I saw it. Doesn't live up to expectations. Doesn't see a future for me. Your words exactly.
How did you get a hold?
So I'm crafting my own exit this time. Fucking up the deck, interrupting you. I got you to do exactly what I knew you would. Reveal the real kind of person you are. A shit boss and a shit human being.
Get out. You're done.
No.
You do realize your master plan was a big bust, right? So you leave, go home to Mommy's house, and this call continues. Like you never existed.
No. This time I'm making it my meeting, Ken.
Oh, honey. It's my meeting now. Now, I want to address the obvious and get it out of the way right now. I know how this looks. A black person holding up some white people with a gun, the angry black woman thing, right? To be clear, I am very mad, but not like that bullshit stereotype. Perhaps you'll find my anger more universal by the end of this. Perhaps not. Either way, I want you to know that I wish I didn't have to do this. Affirming some deep-seated stereotype is absolutely the last thing I ever wanted to do, because that is not who I am. I abhor what this paints me as, but this is the only way I can make them listen. Their stereotypes are partly built on fear, and that's what I need to play into because fear paralyzes and controls. After 10 years of being the quiet, diligent note-taker, the silent assistant, it's finally time for my voice to be heard. Sit down. Chill for a moment. Breathe in, out. Y'all do yoga? No? Figured.
Hey, Angela.
No. You had your turn. And quite a turn indeed. Don't think any of us were expecting that. What you need to know now is that this is a loaded gun. With a full magazine, more than enough to shoot each of you multiple times if you decide to run. So let's not go there. Okay? Good. I know what you're thinking. I'm sorry. I know the thought you had. As soon as I pulled this, you thought, I have the best assistant. She'll pull a gun to save my ass. Didn't you? I knew so. But Tyler, honey, jeez, oh, peas, that was something. You were probably being let go if what you saw was true, but you are now definitely being let go. But that's on you. You won't have any trouble finding another job. Failing upwards in some's eyes. But your sob story, your entitlement. You think you deserve a raise after 2 years just because. You really think you got it bad, don't you? You don't know the meaning. When I was 12, I was sent home from school because my hairstyle was deemed too unruly for the administration. My poofy hair was a distraction, they said. Just by being me, one day I suddenly became a rule breaker. I came home early. My mom wanted to know why. I told her, didn't have any reason not to. And she wanted to go right back to that school and fight it, but I wouldn't let her. I made her tame my hair so I looked like all the other girls. As my mom did this, I could see my sister watching from down the hallway. She was crying because I was the first woman in my family to straighten her hair. But the next day, when I went to school, it seemed like I was finally accepted. The teachers who looked at me as a rule breaker, the students that thought I looked weird, and it felt good. But that day's been gnawing at me ever since. That person I made myself be in order to be accepted got me to a certain point here, but I realized that I can't bloom where I'm planted if I'm not truly who I am. I had to find these hidden ladders up, and I am done busting my ass for a man like Ken who only wants to keep me down. Angela's not even my given name. I changed it to help my chances in the workforce. This is not normal behavior. But when you've been pushed to this point like I have, is that how you prepare? Stare at the phone? Mr. Bradford's gonna start wondering what's going on with all this silence. So if you want to rebound from Tyler's attempt at blowing this thing, you're gonna listen to me. That's right. I'm not totally heartless. I'm gonna give you the chance to continue this. But if you don't follow my instructions to the letter, I will end it. Not just the call, to be clear. Now, what you're gonna do is take the call off hold. You're gonna continue selling like your life depends on it. It does, FYI. Don't say a word about what's happening. No please, no hints. It's just business as usual.
Why are you...
You'll see. Same thing goes for you, too. Not a word. Tyler, you've got me worried. Now, I know you think you probably don't have anything to lose, definitely being let go of your job and all. And you're probably gonna try to run your mouth. And you're probably gonna keep interrupting because you figure blowing our deal and taking a bullet is not so bad considering the day you're having. But trust me, it gets better. So what I need from you now, most of all, is to tell me you understand. You've been wearing this corporate facade for what, like 4 or 5 years now? Paint it on, or I paint the walls. Don't worry about your phone. I'm keeping it safe. You'll get it back.
Fine. I'll play.
Don't feel like dying?
I said I'll play.
Good. Ken, you're on.
Mr. Bradford, I'm so sorry about that hold.
Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's taken care of. So sorry about that. Where were we?
You were just checking on the territories list.
For home entertainment, yes.
Yes, now actually I'd like to go back to something. In that time you allowed me, I went over the percentages of the program spend, and I don't think the math quite adds up.
No?
Unfortunately not, which is troublesome.
Give me the 30%?
A plus or minus 5%. The amount given on the draft doesn't accurately reflect the percentage. You see?
I do, yes. No, you're right. Completely. How could I have missed that?
Are your lawyers able to make the change so we can continue? I'd rather not press forward with this mistake still there. A few times I've allowed parties leniency to come back to it and found that often they never do, which is why I must be firm and that we halt moving through until I have a revised draft in front of me.
Our lawyers, I think we're the only ones in the office. I can go see if they, well, I can email them to see.
Stand down. I sent the red line to my lawyers for them to update. I trust this isn't an issue.
No.
Well, then let's hope, please, while we wait. We should all feel free to use the facilities. I won't have any of your personal discomfort on my hands due to my need for satisfaction.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Appreciate that. And again, apologies.
Good. I think we could all use a break. Unlike the man said, there will be personal discomfort forthcoming.
Angela, please, you don't have to do this, okay? I know I don't know you as well as these two, but I don't think this is you. If something's wrong, then maybe we can talk about it and figure a way to fix this without hurting anyone.
No one will get hurt. As long as you do exactly as I say and pay no attention to the assistant with the gun, you will all go home. I promise you that.
Then why are you doing this?
Because Ken only promotes little Kens into his inner circle. And I'm not a little Ken.
That's not at all true.
No?
No, I hired you. You wouldn't be here if we followed your logic.
Garrett, do you know how I got my start here?
No.
I started as an intern in business and legal affairs, not Ken's department, obviously. A little under 10 years ago. I started as an intern. Just supposed to be 2 semesters back to back. But then I was invited to a premiere. All us interns were of the movie we had been working on. I met Mrs. Wolf. Oh, at the after party. Fun stuff that you have to look forward to. Well, she and I kind of hit it off. We got to talking about what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. I have always wanted to do sales. I will be that person. I'm gifted, obviously. Around that time, Ken needed a new assistant. Well, Mrs. Wolf told me this would be a great opportunity for me to get started. So she got me an interview. She is a keeper, isn't she? So anyway, there I was, assistant to the, what was it, VP at the time? I've been with you through your bump to S, and now to E. Lucky me. But anyway, there I was, working for Ken. And along came Polly. I first became aware of Tyler when he emailed me his resume. Well, I decided to interview him, first by phone, then in person, because I thought he'd be a good candidate. And then I hired him because I thought he'd make a good intern. Oh, I remember your first day. You were so baby fresh, new, pretty, nervous too. I taught you, like I did all the other interns. I trained you. I gave you all the shitty intern tasks that one used to cut their teeth on. I taught you how to walk. And then, when a coordinator position became available, Tyler here was hired. Plucked right out of his internship and jettisoned right above me. You remember that? Huh? Remember how I told you that's the exact position I wanted? Remember how I told you I was ready to move from being an assistant? After 4 years, I was ready to step ahead. After 4 years of slaving for you, giving you all my ideas, like that one little idea, what was it? It was about how we could charge the client triple by doing the work in-house instead of farming it out, making you look like a rock star, saving the company money. You climbed because of that idea. Golden Boy over here climbed too. A year as a coordinator, promoted to manager. Now he wants director and his own clients, just because all the while I stayed 10 years as an assistant. And you have the gall to ask me why I have a gun pointed to your head.
I didn't want to lose you as an assistant. I couldn't function without you. You're amazing at your job.
I was amazing so you could promote me, not pigeonhole me. What's the point of working so hard day in and day out, week after week, year after year, scratching, trying to get to the next level when the next level doesn't even exist for you?
I didn't know it was so important to you.
Didn't know. I've had 9 performance reviews. In the last 5, I told you I needed a promotion. We just had that conversation. These boys just had that conversation. We all knew that reviews were coming up. And what did you tell me? Huh? Tell them what you told me.
Well, that's not something we've ever guaranteed. No partner's ever gotten that. No partner's ever asked. Don't get me wrong, I'd say yes in a heartbeat, but if the other partners find out that I'm giving you special treatment, oh, yes, it would have to go to the lawyers. It really would. What? Okay. We can try. Yeah, don't hold me to it, but again, I understand, and as a good partner, I want to help you out. But if it gets out that I even attempted, I'm coming for you. All right? Okay. Bye. Fucking leeches. Always trying to get more and more on top of the deal. You know, not in the deal, not discussed up front. Oh, you just happen to need some after-party passes for your celebrity spokesperson? Fuck off.
This year is flying by.
Yeah, it's good to stay busy.
Been even busier since we've taken on Grant and Singer's work.
Yeah, I know it's been tough, but y'all been doing exemplary work. It is more than appreciated.
I've been appreciated far too long. It's time for me to be moved up. Especially being down 2 people, it's way overdue.
Well, I don't know if those positions are going to be filled. You know how it is.
I don't think I do anymore. And I don't know what else to do to prove to you that I've earned a promotion. I brought in clients. Pittman, Chada, I connected you to them. Those relationships I brokered outside of work. And those programs are money makers for us. Even as an assistant, I'm net positive. Most assistants, coordinators, even some managers are net neutral or net negative. I'm a net positive employee even when I have no need to be, but I am, because I want to see this department and this company grow. Look, I can show you how—
I know.
Because I showed you last year, and the year before, and the year before. But this year is different because I've added to the list. And I will keep adding to the list as long as you bump me up. But after 9 years of a stagnant career, I can't. Without you making that happen.
I know. And I wish I didn't have to say the same thing that I said last year. But we're departmentally in a worse place. Now, you've been here long enough to know how this place operates.
We make more and more money every year. But pay raises, promotions don't follow suit. It's just— I could very easily have come in here with emotional information. I could have said my brother lost his job, and it's been tough to make the house payment with just my pay and my mom's substitute teacher money. True or false, I could use that ammo. But I didn't. Because I know how this company works. I know they don't care about emotion. I know that need, real need, is inconsequential. I know they can look you right in your eye and tell you you matter. But as soon as you turn around, you have disappeared, you and your problems. I know that they are only concerned with a warm body, not losing money, and making sure that the wheels keep turning.
What do you want me to say?
That I matter.
You matter.
Then do something about it. Please.
Look, I didn't want to let those two guys go, but I had to. All right, budgets are tightening. This department's being looked at. Each of us, myself included, are being watched for our worth. Now, I need those eyes to look away. Huh? Now, we're lucky to have jobs right now. We need to be grateful.
What are we supposed to be? For all the yelling, the anger, the disrespect. Like, we're supposed to be lucky to have a job that we hate. We're supposed to be grateful. You grateful? See what you do to people? You devour their souls. Because we all know the dirty secret about why it's so easy for you to say you should be grateful. You have a job paying you millions of dollars a year, whereas mine, ours, wouldn't pay that over a lifetime. You know, it's so easy for the man at the top of the mountain to look down on those who are struggling, climbing, and say, be grateful, you've made it as far as you have. You probably are grateful, all things considered.
No, I get it. I do. You have been working for so long and so hard, and you feel underappreciated. I understand that. I do. The man has been keeping us all down.
The man. That's so adorable. I don't have the time to explain to you, but you have no idea the shit I've been through. You know, for the first time in years, I have the floor. I'm usually a listener on these calls. It's nice to be on the other side. So what am I gonna do with it? Let's have some fun. Brighten things up a bit in here. Let's see. I don't mean to rag on you, but you're such a bullshitter. I mean, really, you pull so much out of your ass in a pinch, it's breathtaking to watch. You know, I think I'd like to see that right now. I think we all would. Brighten things up a bit. On second thought, I think I'd like to see you tell the truth for once. Oh, I know partners would love your candor. I think Mr. Bradford would like it too. What do you think, Tyler?
Fuck it.
Exactly, so let's tell the truth. Tell me a story. Anything, something embarrassing, something very personal, a secret, the first thing that comes to mind.
No. I can't. How would I even... In the middle of a sale?
You got the gift of gab. You'll think of something.
Mr. Bradford will think I'm crazy. It'll kill the deal.
Crazy? Ooh, this story must be good.
I won't do this.
You're going to. Oh, Kenny. Crazy or not,
Mr. Bradford can't be kept waiting. And let me say that we all are really gonna enjoy this.
Mr. Bradford, I'm curious, do you own a home?
Well, yes.
Moving's quite the chore, right? My wife and I moved about a year ago into a nice Spanish place in Bel Air. First night there were some weird sounds. I figured just new house sounds, settling in and all, so didn't pay any attention. The next night, same thing, a little clearer though. It sounded like scratching, but it went away after a few minutes. Another day goes by. The third night, hear it again, that scratching sound, but a little more furious this time, and my wife's had it by this point. So the next day she tells me I have to figure out what's making the sound, so I go and investigate. See if there's any way into the ceiling. There's no way, and this place doesn't have an attic, so it's got to be something between the ceiling and the roof. And so I go out and buy a ladder. Figure I'll get up on the roof and see what that tells me. So I set the ladder up, but it's not quite tall enough. I mean, it gets up there, but it doesn't reach all the way. It's about a foot or two short of the ledge. And so I go up the ladder, and my nose is like right on the lip of the roof. It's about as far as I can safely go. I'm trying to see if I can see anything, just anything. And then I make out a little hole in the roof. And I figure, I gotta get up there. The wife's been on me, just haranguing me for not doing anything. And, she's frustrated, she's not sleeping, and I want to make things better. So I lift myself up, and I'm on the roof now, and I make my way over to that hole, and it's bigger than I thought. And I look inside, and it's just black as night. So I pull out my phone, and I turn on the flashlight, and I shine it inside, and I see a dead possum. And I scream, and I drop the phone, and it falls into the hole and onto the possum, and I'm just done, But there's this woman looking at me, and her window's like eye level to me, and I guess she saw me struggling up on the roof. I know she saw me scream and jump, and she's just there, just staring. And so I just wave, what else can I do? But I'm stuck, right? I don't know how I'm gonna get off the roof. I think my phone is lost, and I got this woman looking at me, and I could have yelled for help, and but I kept thinking of my wife and how hard it's been, I just wanted to do something heroic. And so I suck it up. And the sun's beating down on me, I'm sweating pretty hard at this point, and I go back over to the hole. I decide I'm gonna reach my hand into that hole. And I got this woman looking at me, but I put my hand in there. I know I'm gonna touch the fur of that dead possum, but I just keep going, go a little further, and then my hand grazes the fur. But I'm in it, so I just want to feel that phone, some hard plastic, but all I got is a handful of coarse fur. And then I feel it. And I grab my phone, I pull my hand out of there, and the possum moves and screams, and then I scream, and I have that possum coming out at me, its teeth gnashing, its naked tail flailing all around, gunning for me because I woke the fucker up from a nap. So I run over to the roof, and I figure I'm just gonna jump off, fall at 20 feet, hope for the best. And I got this possum chasing me, but right when I get to the edge, I juke left, and that possum, I swear to you, I hear what can only be described as an oh shit yell as that thing flies past me. Now, I don't speak possum, but I swear to you, that's what it said. And so I go to the edge, and I look over, and I don't see the possum. Now, there's no body on the pool deck, not in the pool, no big splash, nothing. It's gone. but I'm still stuck up on the roof. But I figure I got luck on my side, so I position myself below the ladder and I start swinging my feet, hoping I'll touch it. You know? So there I am for a few moments, just pumping my legs, trying to find that ladder, that woman still looking at me. And right when I'm about to lose my grip, my feet touch the first rung. And I make my way down that ladder just as fast as I possibly can. And there was no such feeling, I tell you, when I hit that ground. The relief. But now, my wife has no idea what's been going on. All she heard was the screams, me scrambling down the ladder, and I got no body of a dead possum to show her. I have no evidence to back up my story. So I just tell her. And she didn't believe me. You know, it was life or death, and she just didn't. So we argued for a bit. And I just figured just letting off steam from the move and the other. We were in each other's faces and just yelling at each other, and my neck just jerked forward. It was like an instinctively, I just wanted her to get her face out of mine, and when my head hit her forehead, and she started crying, and it woke me up, and I couldn't, I didn't know what happened. I just wanted to fix it. So mad. Why had I done it? She just kept crying. She wouldn't stop crying.
Sorry, what?
Hi, this is Angela, Ken's assistant. I don't think that made it onto the agenda, but I swear Ken prefaced that scene he so graciously performed for you.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand your meaning.
Oh, I know what happened. We must have had a technical glitch there, which, no wonder you're so confused. I apologize. We've had a few of those today, as you're aware. The phone must have gone out when Ken was describing how the filmmakers thought it would be beneficial for you to hear the villain's backstory read to you, just to get a better sense of the character that's taking the phone from the government headquarters. As Ken mentioned, you didn't hear that?
No, it sounded like...
Oh, I completely understand. Imagine that, you're on a call and someone starts relaying this insanely personal story to everyone. That would be one for the ages, but no, that's hilarious though, right? What a story to tell the boys in the office. But no, again, I apologize. Ken was just reading the story for you.
Well, it was good. Very interesting. Gives a rich inner life to the character. I can see that.
Yes, it does. And you know what? Ken just got pulled out for a sec. Something very urgent. But he did want me to check with you to see if there had been any updates from your lawyers.
Let me shoot a no.
Great. We'll go on mute. Okay. I think we need to talk about that one. Tyler, your opinion is always so important. What do you think? You've had the option since birth. It's still my turn. But I choose to give the floor to Garrett. You've been especially quiet today.
Yeah, I always wondered what it'd be like in a hostage situation, but turns out I'm not too chatty.
Fair enough. But you're too quiet. Like you're hiding something. It kind of weirds people out. I always think people that don't talk a lot have a big secret. But Ken talks all the time, and he had the mother of all secrets, so I don't know. Or do I?
Do you want me to play your game now?
What goes suddenly over it? Getting bored? No worries, I'll make it interesting. Why don't you tell us a secret about yourself? See, we forged this circle of trust because of the situation that we're in.
That you put us in.
Right, so let's keep it going. Why don't you tell us a secret about yourself?
I have nothing like that in my closet, trust me.
No, yours is different, but it's still a secret. And it involves somebody in this room.
No, I don't.
Ken, why was Garrett hired? Tyler, do you know the story?
No. But I think I want to.
We all do. Garrett?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
No bullshit. What is it?
Don't make me lift this thing.
What?
Yeah, what?
I was hired to take over for you.
I knew it.
That's what Ken told me. He said that I was gonna replace you and that I couldn't say anything. I didn't know that if you were your decision or Ken's, I didn't want to know, okay?
So you've known I was being fired now for what, months?
Should I have told you?
This whole time you just wanted my job.
It's a job. Everyone's new job is somebody else's old one, okay?
Except newly created positions.
Well, what? What was I supposed to do?
What did he tell you to do? Play the buddy-buddy role with me? Fawning over all of my accomplishments, wanting desperately to learn from me like a fucking parasite?
Hey, come on. You don't think I felt bad about that?
Oh, you're so full of shit. All that shit about just wanting to learn from me. He gave you all of my shit to say so you two could push me out today, right? Just take everything from me so I'd quit because he didn't have the fucking balls to fire me.
I didn't know that Ken was going to do
You two are so funny. Like two babies fighting over one pacifier.
You are such a slimy piece of shit.
All right, you know what? Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. You were getting let go for a reason, so just accept that. Plus, you tried to sabotage the call. You gave me the fucked up part of the deck so that I would look like an asshole. Fuck you. All right, I would never do something as shady and cruel as that.
Oh, everyone has a certain level of shade, okay? Stealing office supplies, taking credit for a coworker. It's all fucking shady. Wake up! All right, this asshole makes deals every day, lying through his teeth, and then we have to pick up the pieces.
Boo-hoo. Okay, that's sales. That's leading man, and you have to take those risks.
How we doing, Mr. Bradford?
Oh, just came in, actually. Giving it a last look.
Okay, great. We'll give you a minute. Okay. So now I'm gonna give you guys the chance to either continue with the call or let it die. I don't think Ken's coming back. I think I actually broke him.
I haven't changed my mind. Let it fucking burn.
I'll close it.
Oh, the fuck you will.
Isn't this what you wanted? To be your own boss? Have your own clients, seal your own deal? I mean, this is your time. This is your time to save the day. Save the department. Be known as the one who took it and ran with it and won when Ken had a mental breakdown. Earn your job back. This is your chance to prove yourself if you want it. Or you could just say, fuck it and let it burn.
Mr. Bradford, Tyler Foster here. I'd like to deeply apologize for my words and actions earlier. I was out of line and you had no need to hear that. Now, as Ken is still away, I would love to continue if the changes were to your liking.
When will he be back?
Oh, we know how busy you are, Mr. Bradford. So before he left, Ken and Tyler made amends and said that it would be fine for us to go ahead and move forward as long as it's okay with you, of course.
The changes were to my liking. Let's proceed.
Fantastic. Well, Garrett Jensen here as well. So how about we start with above the line and below the line media?
We have 15 in the ATL and 7 in the BTL.
Yes, those are the minimums.
ATL, of course, comprising print, radio, TV, and cinema, online.
So long as TV advertising comprises no less than 60% of the guaranteed media spend.
Across all territories.
50% of which has to be the international territories.
50% also devoted to domestic sales.
Naturally, it's...
Naturally, kid? You haven't been in this fucking business long enough to use the word naturally. You got me?
Kid?
Now, the company may spend extra in China, but any additional spend is on top of the international GMS.
GMS, of course, meaning guaranteed media spend.
God damn it! Don't you think he knows what that means, you fucking idiot? You're gonna blow this thing!
And out of the chrysalis he emerges, born of his maker.
Just follow my lead on this, you got it? Sorry about that, Mr. Bradford. Now, we are all well aware you know how the BTL breaks down. I've seen the amazing work that you've done in store.
Yes, we've all seen what you're able to put together, and it's very impressive. And with 7, it's gonna blow everything that came before out of the water.
How's that sounding, Mr. Bradford? Up to par with your expectations?
It all sounds fine. What next?
Well, I have saved the best for last, Mr. Bradford. Now, I know you said that you weren't too interested in being on set, but there still is one Hollywood tradition that simply cannot be beat. And that's the red carpet premiere. Now, I've worked in this business for a few years now. I've seen a lot and I've done a lot. But I will never forget my first red carpet premiere. Picture this. It's a perfect 72 degrees. You're in the heart of Hollywood, and it's magic hour. The sun is setting in the west past Santa Monica. Your town car drops you off at the corner of Hollywood and Orange. There's police barricades set up, holding back the throngs of screaming fans that have camped out for hours just to get a glimpse of the stars. And you walk right through them, waved on by the guards because you are meant to be there. You, sir, are a VIP. You made this film a reality. You're escorted to the head of the red carpet, and my God, the sounds. The screaming fans, the interviews taking place, the photographers yelling, snapping pictures of the stars and of you. Imagine the lights on the marquee of the Chinese theater shining down on you as your feet glide from the concrete to the plush red carpet. Your future directly ahead of you. The Hollywood sign, looking down on you with pride for your contribution to another glorious film premiere on an otherwise average Monday night in Hollywood. It'll not only be the best Monday night of your life, but it will be the best night of your entire life, if you let it be. That's what we want you to experience, Mr. Bradford. That's what we have to offer you.
Wow, I'm sorry, Mr. Bradford. I'm a bit overcome here, to be honest. I have not had the pleasure of attending my first premiere, but I can't wait. I know you can't either.
Well, I will admit, that does sound exciting.
Oh, it is, Mr. Bradford, it is.
Now, if I may, what your red carpet celebrity premiere sponsorship also affords you, other than the best night of your entire life, is worldwide exposure. Vicartech's logo will be on the step and repeat, so that whenever a photo is taken of a celebrity, of you, Vicartech's logo will be seen again and again and again. We also provide our own interview spot on the red carpet line, so you can have your own interviewer and camera crew. You can have your guy or girl asking the questions that you want answered, whatever your shareholders or board members want to know, how the stars like the products, anything.
In good taste, of course.
Yes, of course, and not only that, but Vicartech is going to be on the PR tip sheets so that every single media outlet will know exactly how Vicartech was involved in the making of the picture. And last but not least,
you get 4 tickets to the premiere itself, but also to the coveted after party. All the stars will be there, and it's completely closed to the public. There's amazing food by celebrity chefs, free booze, You can mingle with the stars, take pictures, forge real connections. The night is yours. And when you're done partying at 5, 6 a.m., you'll walk out onto the deserted streets of Hollywood Boulevard and realize that just hours ago it was pure insanity. But right now, the streets are yours. It's gonna be another perfect 72-degree day. What will you do? Go to the beach? Pass out in your 4-star suite at the W Hotel? It's up to you how you spend the day after the best night of your life. What do you do with it now that it's in your control?
You paint quite the picture. It all sounds very good, honestly. Let me consult with my lawyers. I expect to come back with good news.
We'll wait to hear it, sir.
Fuck, dude, that was amazing.
Guess we found a new Ken.
What?
You guys are so funny.
Angela, we did it. We closed the deal.
Did you?
This is a win for all of us.
Look, I mean, we can take over the department for Ken. Our jobs are safe. It'll be me, you, Garrett running this place. You'll get the bump up that you've been waiting for, that you deserve. We sealed it.
Just when I think you couldn't be more delusional. It's really a thing with you, isn't it? You think upper management is gonna look down and say, great job on this fucked up situation. Ken's gone. Here's a bonus, a promotion, and everything you ever wanted. It doesn't end that way. It ends very messily, because I still gotta deal with Ken.
Oh, no, Angela, you don't, okay? Fuck, look at him. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything.
But I do.
Wake up, jackass. I need you aware for this.
Angela, it doesn't have to be like this.
Get out of your past. Let it go. Let it all go and come back down to earth. See, I need you to understand what you really took from me.
What did I take from you?
My identity. For a while, I let this corporate mask take over. That's probably why I didn't leave. I should have. But you're just too good of a salesman. And it took me too long to realize how full of shit you are. But when I realized that you destroyed who I was at my core, that was the end.
Who are you then?
After almost 10 years, you never even really bothered to figure out, did you? It takes a gun for you to ask genuinely. You don't get to know who I am. Deep down, you don't get that access. The last thing you'll have rattling around in your brain is the knowledge that I am smarter than you. All of you. Mr. Bradford, what do you think of the deal?
I think I have some amazing news for you. Is Ken back yet?
Oh, yes. He's right here. Say, did you have a good time last night?
Well, I'd say I did.
Me too. Oh, Tyler's under the impression that I went out with Mrs. Wolf last night, but I'd have to say my company was a bit more proper. Wouldn't you say?
You could put it that way.
What was it that we drank again?
Well, let's see. You started with bourbon. Neat. Which was a bold choice, I say. I had a beer. It was a soft start to the night. But you coaxed me right into some of that whiskey. So what did we move on to then?
More whiskey?
That's right, more whiskey. No wonder I don't remember it clearly.
Okay, 20 questions. What's your name?
Well, like I said last night, I'm not going to reveal that because of the obvious reasons, but you can call me Eddie.
Wait, so are you Mr. Bradford?
No.
Are you Mr. Bradford?
No.
Are you Mr. Bradford?
No.
No further questions.
Hey, this was fun. It's been a pleasure working with you all today, so have a good one.
Actors in this town, they'll take any job. Oh, wonder if I have any messages.
Good morning. This is Jen from Thomas Bradford's office. Just wanted to confirm we're on for today's call. Hello again. This is Jen from Thomas Bradford's office. No one is on the call yet, and no one is responding to emails. Please get back to me as soon as possible, as I know Thomas is getting a bit impatient.
Ken, I hope this is a misunderstanding. I really do. It's been, what, 30 minutes and you haven't dialed in. No one from your office is answering. I won't wait another hour. Ken, this is the last message I'll leave. I'm honestly furious and disappointed that you stood me up. If this is how this partnership is to begin, no, that's not something I can tolerate. We won't be doing business together. Don't call me back. This deal is dead.
You forgot the cardinal rule. The assistant controls everything. I must say, having access to your email was so beneficial. Now, tomorrow morning, when the partners log in and read their emails first thing Monday and see the deals that you swindled them into, see all the shit you talked about them, those deals are gonna unravel, along with the lies that you told. They're not gonna like how much money they're paying you when they see how far their money actually goes. And you think that story you told earlier was embarrassing. I think you just topped it. Try digging yourself out of that hole. Like Mr. Bradford. Like a lot of things in this town. Like the name you know me by. For example, sorry for making you two collateral damage. I didn't want to have to do it, but when in war, if it makes you feel any better, I fucked myself over too. Bringing a fake gun to work, holding your coworkers hostage. There's probably some jail time in that.
Hate always being the first in my family. Hopefully this story gets me some supporters, 'cause I'll need them.
Suppose I'll land on my feet? You two will.
Wait. What's your real name then?
My name is Anaya.